back to continuing the Rage of the Wookiees expansion. This woman, Zabrak, asked me to find her missing brother. I found a skeleton in the Eddy hunting grounds, along with, I think, a medallion, and here to turn in the quest and see what she has to say. On the planet of Kashyyyk, it's the Wookiee planet. What? You found Brody's corpse? Oh my, no, are you sure? Sure of the pendant. No, it can't be. Wait, that's not Brody's pendant. It's very similar, but it's not Brody's, I'm sure of it. Who told you that was Brody's pendant? Johnson Smith at the Arcona compound in Eddy. Really? Well, go back and tell him that it's not Brody's pendant. Please find out what's going on. What are you waiting for? Have you spoken to Johnson Smith about that pendant? Please go do so. I could start a quest down here with, I think he's an admiral. At least get it started. Instead of just heading back to Eddy hunting grounds right away. There was some loot I had picked up a long time ago on the planet of Dathomir. It's part of the Doing Your Duty series of quests. I can at least get the first couple of these done. As an Imperial soldier. Yes, soldier. I came across the datapad. Sir, you may find it interesting. This better be worth my time, soldier. I have a war to run, you know. Admiral Krieg starts to scan through the information on the datapad. What do you think, sir? Is it important? Shh. Admiral Krieg continues to read the information on the datapad. Sir? Can you not tell I'm a busy soldier? Admiral Krieg turns his attention back on the datapad. This is very interesting, soldier. You did the right thing to bring this to me. Where did you find it? I found it on a corpse on the planet of Dathomir, sir. Dathomir, strange indeed. The plans on here appear a bit old, but nevertheless they were drawn up once. They may have been refined since by someone who didn't share this carrier's fate. What should we do, sir? First, we need some more hardware. If nothing else, outpowering the enemy always works, soldier. I will put in an order for a brand new ATST. You will travel out to this location and bring it back to base. In one piece, that is. Any questions? None, sir. Excellent. Bring me back the ATST, soldier. Yes, sir. Just returning my character to active duty, because I think I'm going to have to fight some rebels one of these days very soon, and try to make some more piloting progress for my character. I already got the equipment purchased for like the next levels, so, or the next level or two anyways. I'll probably have to go by the droid computer and droid commands. So cool. Rebel scum. So you have to stay close to the ATST as you walk it back. I forgot to get medical buffs earlier. I was going to wait because I figured I'd be doing the space quest and I was going to land and get them then, but I can get them here in a little while. It's a weird animation that's going on right now. Doing the chicken dance. The animation must be bugged. Gotta go from here all the way back to here. Well, I didn't know. They didn't notify me that I was too far away. Oh, it did. It was in the chat log. I just didn't see it up here. Great. Now I have to restart this whole thing over. He's gonna be upset with me. Soldier, I do not see a shiny new ATST. Why have you returned without it? Given a choice, I'd rather have had the ATST return alone. I will give you another chance, soldier, but only because the ATST is more important than my desire to reduce you to a puddle of whimpering flesh. Do not fail me again, is that clear? Yes, sir, you can count on me, sir. Very good, now go get my ATST. See how much faster it is? My ATST put that ATST to shame. Here's how you're supposed to walk. Walk like this. Not whatever you're doing with the hip thing earlier. Come on, you gotta walk faster. For an ATST, you sure are embarrassing. You don't live up to your name. There's I guess they thought it was me. Maybe you can take the shortcut up the hill. That'll save you a few steps. That's right. I got that ATST vehicle deed from I think it was Empire Day in-game event. Remember a long time ago in the old game that some players had ATSTs that could follow them around and actually shoot and participate in combat, but I'm not sure. It might have been from the old game. I don't really know. I never had one, so I don't know if it's something you picked up from the faction vendor or if it was something old. I seem to think it was something more old, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't even know if that's available in this game or not. I mean the newer version. Like operated sort of like a pet, it'd like follow you, and I think it would fire on things. The players kind of made a big deal that they had one. But maybe they're just exaggerating. Honestly, kind of surprised they don't have arms. Maybe they're... I don't even see like wings on them. Maybe at one point they could fly as a species, I don't know. But no arms and no wings. Like even like an ostrich or an emu has like wings. If you were really piloted in this, like in real life, you probably wouldn't want to take one of those up a hillside, but since it's a video game, it's okay. I figured it would fall over in real life. Unless there's some sort of stabilizer or something. I see that my new toy has arrived. Excellent. Indeed, sir. What's the next step? This is where the fun begins, soldier. We're going. Admiral Krieg's wrist device buzzes. Hold on a second, soldier. Yes, what is it? What? We're under attack? What's that, sir? The rebels are attacking, soldier. Don't just stand there. Get out and defend the Empire. With your life. Not sure where I gotta go for the others. Maybe just somewhere. I don't know if I'll find some over here. Okay. Is it over? Are they all gone? Yes, sir. The rebels have been beaten. Good, good. See what I have to go through out here. I don't know what I did to deserve this assignment. Anyways, back to business. Sounds good, sir. It's time to go on the offensive. The rebels think we will just roll over, but they are wrong. Our scouts have spotted a rebel supply convoy in the Kkowir Forest. Make your way to the forest, and our scouts will send you a waypoint to their location. Make sure that the convoy never reaches its destination, soldier. Yes, sir. Rebels will regret that they ever landed on this planet. I'm sure they will. Well, I'm not quite ready to go to the Kkowir Forest. I want to turn in that quest for the Eddy hunting grounds. Gotta go from all the way up here, all the way, I think about here, and then back. I had to talk to her anyways, pick up the quest to restart it. The flying quest. You're back again, what can I help you? About Brody Johnson. Oh, you're back. I hope Maida wasn't too distraught. Must have been rough news for her to hear. She said the pendant wasn't Brody's. What? No, she's mistaken. Go show it to her again. You notice Brody's pendant is very similar. This whole thing? No, it's nothing really. It's just something I picked up somewhere. Cheap, not even real metal. You can buy 100 of these for 10 credits. It's nothing, seriously. No, I don't believe you. What's going on? Okay, I can't believe Maida could tell that other pendant was a fake. The truth is, I'm Brody Johnson. Of course you're Brody Johnson. I've known this the first time we met. Yeah, I kinda suspected. Plus he's a Zabrak. Really? You have? Changing your name to Johnson Smith wasn't exactly a clever disguise. Yeah, that was the other clue. You're Brody Johnson, Johnson Smith. Oh, I see, but it was easier for me to remember than something like Merrick Tiak. Yeah. So what's going on here? Why the name change? I came here originally to try and tame creatures here and sell them as pets on other planets, but creatures on Kashyyyk are far too fierce to make good pets on other worlds. Well, most of them anyways. And to be honest, training an animal is a lot more work than I ever imagined it to be. I don't know how Ryatt and Retold do it. Oh, those are two Wookiees I know. Ryatt is a retired creature tamer, and Retold was one of his students. Go on. Right, so with the pet idea not working out, I was once again a failure. This kind of thing has happened before. There was a flying cheese grater fiasco. Well, that sounds interesting, flying cheese grater. The incident with Nortz and Tyrina, the time my cantina, the flaming Ewok sank into the swamp on Naboo, and so on. I didn't want anyone to know I failed again, so I decided to just disappear for a while. And let your sister think you're dead? I admit that was a bad idea. I just kind of reacted and didn't really think things through all the way. On the other hand, it's not nearly as bad as the time I taught a cantina full of Imperial officers to speak with a funny accent. Anyways, I apologize that you got caught up in my tar pit of a life. Maybe I can make it up to you in some small way. Remember Ryatt, the creature trainer that I mentioned? The Wookiee on the Ryatt trail? Right, if you go to the trail and travel a little way from the gate, you'll find his house. It's near where the Walugas are. I'll let him know to give you a trained Kashyyyk bantha as a gift from me. They make good mounts and are adept at climbing up hills and the like. And if you see my sister again, please apologize to her for me. Sure, whatever. Goodbye then, Brody Johnson. Farewell. To continue that one, I'd have to go collect his research documents from the from the Trandoshan researchers. Which is right up here, so since I'm close by, I guess I'll just go ahead and do that one. I kind of debated whether I should do any of the quests with the, where I help out the Trandoshans. But there is one quest, like, where I would be helping out the Trandoshans. Because, it's like a rival faction, and they want me to take out the really bad faction of the Trandoshans. So I think that one I could manage. But, I think that one was related to the Avatar platform, which I think can be soloed, but at least I remember doing it at like level 90. I don't know about level 70. Not sure what he's asking for. He says, you can help me. I managed to get myself into a little bit of trouble. I need someone who isn't squeamish and can be discreet to help me out of a jam. I'm listening. There was this accident and a few Rodian nobles accidentally died. I was there with a few of my friends, and I just know we were going to get blamed for it. It wasn't like we had anything to do with their deaths. They all just slipped and fell really, really hard. Yeah, right. Nice story. Now about how you tell me what really happened. That is what really happened. Fine, here's what really happened. It was an accident and they did fall, or at least one of them did. Me and a few of my friends were at the local cantina at Kkowir having a few drinks. We were only the ones in there except for these two infuriating Rodian nobles. You know those Rodian nobles. You know how they're like, right? I've ran across a few myself, or I could say this sounds messy, I don't want to get involved. Yeah, well, they started running their mouths off. Naturally, we were just there to enjoy ourselves and asked them very politely to shut up. Those dumb stuffed shirts just kept right on flapping their gums at us like we weren't going to do anything. I'm not sure who shot first. I'm pretty sure it was me, though. No, it was Han Solo. So you shot them both? No, of course not. I only shot one. The other one we threw over the edge outside the cantina. Really? You're talking about like up in a tree, like a large, tall tree, and you throw them over the edge. Did you know that Rodians are very bouncy? Me either. Oh, they've made of rubber. Anyways, after it was all over, we realized that we were in a lot of trouble. Fortunately, it was too late, so I'm pretty sure no one saw what happened, and we managed to hide their bodies before anyone noticed. Well, I noticed. I saw a dead Rodian body here. Seen it a few times. Why Trandoshans are well known for violence. Even though they were just Rodians, they were nobility. When someone finally discovers their bodies there are going to be questions, and those questions will surely lead back to us. In order to avoid an incident with the Rodian government, our clan chief will gladly make us expendable. Tough break, good luck with that. See, I see, and how is it that I can help you? We need someone who is not connected with the incident anyway to get the corpses out of Kkowir and get rid of them. We have another friend who is willing to meet whomever we send down on the Ryatt trail. We figure if we dump the bodies there, either the beasties will eat them, or if they are found, everyone will assume it's just a hunting trip gone bad. So where are the bodies hidden? Well, that is a part of the problem. We don't completely remember. By the time this incident happened, we were pretty drunk. All we can remember is that we hid them in 2 different locations somewhere and or around Kkowir. So I need to find those bodies and bring them to your friend. Yeah, that's it. Find the bodies and bring them to Nashal on the Ryatt trail. He's a shady-looking human, but we know we can trust him. He said he will wait on the Ryatt trail for us as long as he can, but that place isn't exactly safe. Once you've dumped the bodies, come back to me, and I promise to make it worth your while. Well, it is 11,000 XP. Morally, I wouldn't help him if this was the real life, though. Those documents I need are around here somewhere. Unless the waypoint I have is wrong. Most car won't. I don't have time to chat with you right now. Perhaps you should go talk to Chaz. I understand he's looking for someone to assist him with a problem. Not sure who this is. Can't say that I've ever seen you around these parts before. You must be here looking to make a quick credit or two. Can't say that I blame you, since that is the reason I first came to Kashyyyk too. Who are you? You haven't heard of me. I am like I'm supposed to know everybody in the galaxy. I am Temple Buncho, the Routinous, Tutinous, Twi'lek, this side of Corellia. No, well, I am well known in certain circles. Well, got news for you. You're not on Corellia, and I don't know you. So what are you doing with the slavers? Their traditions might be rude, vile, and thoroughly disgusting, but they pay with real credits instead of the twigs and rocks that Wookiees call money. I handle hiring outside resources for the occasional job that the slavers might have. Seems that a group of Wookiee captives have overpowered their guards and made a break for it. This is bad for the business, but the slavers don't have time to deal with these Wookiees, so they told me to get a posse together to hunt them down. If you're interested, I can make it worth your while. I don't really want to hunt them down. He says it's easy as catching a Nuna by the tail. These Wookiees were last seen heading for the Ryatt trail. My guess is that they are hiding somewhere on level 2. Just nosy on down there and make sure that these Wookiees don't ever come back out of the trail, if you get my drift. Take care of 2 of those escapees and I will see that you're well rewarded. Good luck to you. Come back to me when the job is finished. I want to see if you can get your reward. A friend of mine bought this outfit in game for his new character. I think he spent several million credits on it. Like the outfit that this Trandoshan's wearing. He bought a schematic and then had it crafted. I think is what he did. So you're here to mock me like everyone else. I stand by my decision. You're all fools if you think that fighting will make any difference. I do not have to explain myself to the likes of you. Leave me alone. You should be a little more careful in whom you approach. Outsiders intruding on me is not something I generally tolerate. You may leave now. Maybe you should think about finishing the mission you have already started before trying to take another one. When I hire a pilot, I want their absolute concentration. Well, that's going to be an issue. If I tried to go back to do my Imperial piloting missions, I'll have to cancel that quest in the Eddie Hunting Grounds, the piloting one. Another piloting job. Just put down a waypoint and named it multiple piloting jobs, and maybe I'll consider coming back here later after I investigate some more. Got 3 more to go. Is anyone there? Please pick up if you're reading me. Repeat, please pick up if you're reading me. Balthaz, Jillian, Rengar, if this is some sort of joke, it isn't funny. Come on, pick up. Hello, who is this? I'm looking for the people who are working in the camp. Can you please put one of them on? Sorry, but there isn't anyone else here. What do you mean? Of course they are around here. Around there. They are the researchers in charge of the camp. The camp is destroyed. There isn't anyone here. Oh no, I told them that Kashyyyk was too dangerous for them to be studying the flora. Are there any signs of them around? Can you please look around and see if you can find any signs of them? Sure, I will see what I can find out. Thank you, I'll wait by the radio so you can just contact me if you find anything. I told them not to go there. Well, a dented drum is a clue. Hello, are you reading me? Loud and clear. Did you find anything? I've been waiting here hoping for good news. What did you find out? I found the word canopy scratched on onto a drum. Canopy? Oh, this is worse than I thought. There is a group of bandits that work in that area who call themselves the Canopy Bandits. They have a reputation for being absolutely vicious. I know it's a lot to ask, but could you please do something else for me? What is it? I need you to find the Canopy Bandits camp and see if you can find my friends there. They're probably just being held captive for a ransom. You know that is what bandits do. I don't know, this camp looks like it was hit pretty hard. Please just go to their camp and see if you can find any signs of my friends. They are good people. They were just studying the plant life on Kashyyyk and never hurt anyone, please. I'll find the camp and look for your friends. Thank you. I will wait by the radio until I hear back from you, and please be careful. I hear those bandits are a dangerous bunch. Well, that's not good. The scientists are dead, the researchers. Or a woman too. Look at the researcher. Gotta report back to the radio, the person at the radio. I don't have to do this, but I'm just going to kill all the bandits. If I was ever Isekai into another world, I definitely would, and had the skills and knowledge, abilities, talents. I'd definitely be killing as many bandits as I could. Well, killing who I can, capturing who I can for bandits. I know they're just going to respawn, but I'll just get rid of them. Make my conscience clear. Don't take much time to take out the trash anyways. And all done. Till they respawn, that is. Come in, I'm having trouble hearing you. Are you there? Yes, I'm back from the camp. So did you find my friends? They're alright, aren't they? I'm sorry, but I found their bodies within the Canopy Bandits camp. So they are dead. Oh, Jillian, I told you not to go. I know it is a lot to ask, but could you perhaps do one more thing for me? I want you to make those Canopy Bandits pay. Well, I already did that. Pay for what you have done to my friends, to Jillian. Listen, there is a case in the camp. The bandits probably didn't take it because it looks worthless. If you kill those bandits for me, I will give you the code to open that case. You can keep the items inside. I just want them to pay for my friends and for Jillian. Alright, I'll take care of them with pleasure. Good luck. Contact me again when it's done. Now, if only this quest had been smartly written to detect that I already had eliminated the bandits. Now I gotta go back and kill 15 of them. And maybe even have to wait for them to respawn. That's what happens when you go the extra mile, right? When you try to do a good deed. That's what it feels like a lot of times in life. There, I took out the trash again. Hope he's satisfied. So is it done? I did what you asked. Good, the code on the case is 25854. Now please excuse me, I don't know what I'm going to do. Not sure what I got inside from that, but okay. I like these pond prawns. I like to hold on to those. Got a Jawa ion pistol. Might hold on to that for like decoration. I am close to that Ryatt trail, so maybe I can go pick up my Bantha mount while I'm at it. I'll be coming here later after I finish the, I think I'll do the Kkowir Forest, and then I won't be able to do all the stuff in the Kkowir Forest. The mithril, the myth something caves, caverns. That's like higher level content, so I'll have to do a little bit there, then come back here and do some more. Speak with Ryatt. Reach a trainer who lives on the Ryatt Trail. Ryatt will give you a Kashyyyk Bantha mount. I'll talk to these people later. Before I set out, maybe I should find out how far away this guy is, because it sounded to me like he was just inside the gate, inside of a hut. I don't want to have to travel for a while. Well, he's not exactly close to the entrance. He's over here, but I think I can make it. It'd really be cool if like the Star Wars Galaxy was real. Maybe like not the force power side of it, because that'd be kind of scary. Like to have the Sith like always trying to like the war all the time, like trying to take over the galaxy. Although I have often imagined how cool it would be to have force powers too, so. Even so, if it was real life and I had to live in a Star Wars Galaxies, I think I'd rather live it like a normal, like, not me like the whole galaxy, like the force doesn't exist. Like, or at least not like it did in the movies with like evil people all the time. I'm almost there. But I would love to visit Kashyyyk in real life. Even on Earth, pretty sure we had trees probably this large at one point on Earth. Or at least they're huge. We still got some of that now, but not nearly as big as what they used to be. Brody told me to expect you. I have your Kashyyyk Bantha ready. Please treat it well, and you will find it to be a loyal pet. It can traverse broken terrain and steep slopes better than most other mounts. Thank you. There's my mount. Not sure what's going on. It just says you cannot call it. Oh, I know why. Because you can't use the mounts apparently in the Ryatt Trail. You have to do walking. Eddie Hunting Grounds, you had to use a mount because you couldn't use a vehicle. Here, you can't even use a vehicle or a mount. Yep. Well, would have been nice to be able to use an animal mount here. Maybe that's something the SWG Legends developers can do at some point. I mean, it's always been this way though, for like the last couple of decades, but would be a nice addition. Be able to use a mount. Sometimes old games need to be updated. For convenience sake. And then sometimes they just need to be left alone. I don't know how other players feel about it. I just think it'd be nice to have an animal mount for the Ryatt trail. Or at least the option to have it, even if a player doesn't use it personally. Because it's a lot of walking. It's not just this level, it's like multiple levels of this place. You have to go from here all the way to the top, all the way down to the Shadowlands. It's a really long walk, is what I'm saying. And have the ability to use a mount would be a lifesaver, so to speak. Like, be really nice. There's my Bantha mount, or Kashyyyk Bantha. This is different from the Tatooine Bantha in that it's not as furry. It's got it's difference in the horns, and also it's supposed to have like a toe claw for like climbing better. I think I get a Bolotar mount for. This is a Bolotar. I think I get that for completing the Geonosian quest. I already got a Vractal. The Vractal, not sure if that was a pre-order reward, or it definitely came in the original game with the Rage of the Wookiees, like buying that, like the expansion. So maybe they kind of felt like they had to have a. It could have been a pre-order. I'm not sure. So if that was the case, then maybe they felt like they had to have another mount in the game, like a Bolotar or something you could earn in game. That's just me theorizing. I'm kind of stuck now. Yeah, if that ever happens to you, just type / unstick. It should move me to a safer destination if you ever get stuck in the train or something. Thank you so much for your help. Brody, or Johnson, or whatever he wants to be called, has always been a little odd. I think he just wants a place where he feels like he belongs. I want to talk to him about this, don't worry. Brody asked me to extend his apologies to you. Thank you, I appreciate you saying that. Brody has always been a bit eccentric, but this one was strange even for him. His capers usually lean more to stupid than something like this. I think I'm going to give him some space for a few days, but after that he's got some explaining to do. Just what a big sister would say, I would imagine. Or maybe she's not an older sister, I don't know. You have returned. Please tell me you found out what we were talking about. I believe so. Have a look at them. He quickly starts to skim through the documents. This is perfect. You have to show this to one of the Wookiee elders immediately. Excellent. Who do I talk to? Talk to Elder Vara. She was one of the judges at my trial and seemed the most skeptic to the witnesses presented. You most likely find her up in the great tree in the center of Kkowir. Well, I should have stopped here first then. I was just up in the tree. Oh, there she is. May I help you? Hopefully you were involved in the trial of the Geonosian. Or I could say perhaps you need to look at these documents. What are they? How about you just look at them? How about I have my friends over there tell you limb from limb? Fine, they are evidence in the trial against the Geonosian. She starts to look through the documents. I'm not too surprised. That trial wasn't one of my people's most honorable moments, and I could tell something wasn't right through it all. So what happens now? Well, the fact remains that he did commit a crime by bribing one of our guards, but I will see to it that he gets a lenient punishment for that. He should be out of there soon. Now, how did you get these documents? I found the camp the Geonosian talked about. Excellent. How did you manage to convince the Trandoshans to give you those, though? Well, I killed them, of course. Worked like a charm, or I'm afraid I had no choice but to use violence. In these days, it seems to be a necessary evil for stopping those evil schemes. We are all in your debt, Naboa. I will send you a patrol to the patrol to the area to make sure that no more of the research material is out there. You should go tell the Geonosian the good news. Well, it seems kind of dangerous sending them to that Trandoshan camp. Trandoshans and Wookiees don't really get along, and who could blame them, because the Trandoshans try to enslave them and more, and make the Wookiees' lives miserable. Pretty sure there's one quest involving the Trandoshans in this game where they're like poisoning the Wookiees. Did you talk to her, Naboa? What did she say? She didn't seem that surprised by what I showed her. Really, what will happen now? You'll have to sit off some time for the bribe, but that's it. What, I practically stopped the Trandoshans from enslaving their whole species, and they want me to sit off my time for one silly little bribe? I didn't want to do this, but for all you've done and for the Wookiees' arrogance, I will. What are you talking about? I have a reward for you, so listen carefully, my friend. I'm all ears. A few years ago, I was a scientist at a lab on the fourth moon of Yavin. At that time, it was a safe place, and most of the research was peaceful. My job was to try and gather DNA strands from useful animals across the galaxy. One of these was a sacred Bolitar that the Wookiees don't let any other species use. I've seen them, they are impressive. Yes, they are formidable riding mounts. DNA strands to create your own Bolitar should still be in the suitcase at the lab. Interesting. If you're interested, travel there and find the Magsil's container I stored it in. My lab is fairly close to the surface. Luckily, it shouldn't be too hard to find. Be careful though, I've heard horror stories of what goes on at the lab nowadays. That should be fine. I hope so, Novoa. The lab can be found near the coordinates -6500, -400 on the moon Yavin 4. Again, thank you for all that you've done for me and good luck. I guess I can go do that. I don't know, I'm actually looking at this, and apparently there's quite a lot of level 80s and level 88 to 90 plus elites and more in my way in order to get to the room with the DNA, so I won't be able to do that today, unfortunately. There's one Rodian corpse. Not sure where the other one is. Over here. Yeah, those two quests. The next part of the Rodian Corpse quest, like the big cover-up quest, I have to go back to the Ryatt trail. You guys all the way over there. So a little bit further away than the Bantha trainer. I think this will be the last quest I do before I stop the stream. Just trying to... Right now it's getting close to 2 hours, and the last few times I've done this it's been like 3 hours or more. And then when I go to edit the video later, it takes a lot longer to edit. And the video player on YouTube, like the editor on YouTube, it crashes a lot, and then when that happens, you can't preview your changes within the editor. I have to watch the video separately and put in all the timestamps manually. Which, there for a while I didn't even know I could do that. I thought I just had to start over. Like I would make a backup copy of my timestamps one at a time, which is tedious. And I'd try to come back and do it, but even when you would go back into the editor, like it would still be crashed. Even after you close out, in the past anyways. I think in some cases I even tried like having to log out completely, clear my cookies and all that. But if that ever happens to you, if you're editing a video on YouTube, like using the YouTube editor, at some point it's probably going to crash and preview thing, and just the best thing you can do is open up another tab or watch the video there, or do the now you can do the picture on the picture video, like the miniature player that can put on another tab, and you can do it that way. Hey, the autumn moon shines brightest on the seashore. Thanks for the helpful tidbit. Blasted, that isn't the correct code phrase. Think, Nagao, think. Come on, think. Faster. Oh, I'm just enjoying a nice stroll. Fresh air, beautiful trees. Yeah, strolling down the Ryatt trail is a good plan. Wait, are you here from Talk? I told him to use a special code phrase. Dumb Trandoshan, he is way too trusting. He could be anyone, and how could I know? Yeah, it could just be some guy taking 2 Rodian corpses for a walk. Exactly, well it's too late now. Let's get rid of those things. The wildlife around here will make pretty good work of those 2. Why does this one look like all flat? Don't ask questions, just dump the bodies. Yeah, right, okay, I will take care of all these. You had better get out of here just in case you are followed. We cannot be too careful. The other Trandoshan one may find some escaped Wookiees, and they're all the way over here, actually. Well, if this is real life, I wouldn't do this quest. I'd just skip it. Say I'm not interested. Well, that was a bit too much. Even I hit my stand fast ability to lower damage by 75%. Still wasn't enough. I even had position secure to boost my armor even further. Why couldn't they just let me find a way to make it seem like they died? But that they're still alive, and they have their happily ever after away from the Trandoshans. That's not me killing an escaped Wookiee, that's self-defense, right? I didn't attack him, I just walked up to him and they attacked me. How are you? And you? How are you? Attacking me again. Self-defense. Sure are violent. I'm a stranger. No way to treat a stranger. Will you all be friendly to me then? Or are you gonna be violent too? Oh, you chose a path of violence. Just self-defense. That's the only way I can justify it. Another weapon collectible. That lone Wookiee over there can live. Alright, gotta make the long trek back. That Wookiee statue is pretty cool. It's a nice decorative item. Oh, he can take me all the way back to the gate, that's even better. Saves me travel time. Female Rhodian. Cybernetic arm. Did you manage to get rid of those bodies yet? I really hope so, because my clan chief is in a particularly bad mood today. Yes, Neagle and I dumped them. That is the best news that I have heard all day. You know how I promised to reward you if you help me out? Well, there's one more very minor thing that I need you to do for me before I can pay you. That wasn't the deal. Or really, what would that thing be? I did what you asked, now pay up. Listen, you are now in this as deeply as I am, so you had better help me out, or you're going to face the wrath of my clan chief right along with me. Bring it on. Fine, what else do I need to do? I completely forgot that there was one other person in the bar with all that stuff went down, the bartender. Basically, we have to make sure that he doesn't talk either. I don't want to kill the bartender. Who said anything about killing the bartender? I don't want you to kill the bartender either. He serves up the best blessed gut crunchers in the entire sector. All you need to do is talk to the bartender and convince him not to tell anyone. I would recommend threats of violence, but that is just my style. I don't care how you do it, just get him not to talk about what he saw. How do you know he hasn't already? My head is still attached to my shoulder. Good point. Bartender's name is Unbutu, and he's working in the Kkowir cantina. Make sure he doesn't say anything to anyone, and then I promise that you will have your payment. Hello again. Did you ever manage to take care of the Wookiee problem for me? Yes, the job is done. Good work. The Trandos will be very pleased to know that this embarrassment is behind them, and as promised, here's your payment. 5,000 credits successfully transferred to your account. Hey there, partner. Glad to see you haven't been put 6 feet under yet. Thanks again for taking care of the little Wookiee problem earlier. Fortunately, I don't have time to chat right now. Hello there, off-worlder. What can I get you? Actually, I'm not really interested in a drink. I ain't got time to deal with anyone who ain't drinking. If you change your mind, I will be here. I actually need to talk to you about something. And quit wasting my time and speak up. I don't have all day to stand around here and flap my jaws at someone who doesn't want to drink. I understand there was an incident here the other night. Oh, that. Yeah, there was a scuffle between some Trandoshans and Rodians. They were jawing at each other the entire night. First the Trandoshan would yell something at the Rodians, and then the Rodians would yell back. I thought it was going to be okay when the Rodians got up to leave, but that is when one of them Trandoshans pulled out a blaster. Really, that's then what happened. That Trando, he just shot one of the Rodians right in the back. Poor sucker, never had a chance. I hit the floor and didn't see what happened to the other one, but from the sound of the scream I can imagine. Who else have you told about this? No one yet. I try to keep my nose out of local troubles. I just serve drinks and make a few credits doing it. Listen, if you tell anyone about what happened, you can be in danger. What sort of danger could I be in? I just serve drinks to thirsty patrons of the cantina. I never bothered anyone, and no one ever bothered me before. If you talk to Trandoshans, they're going to get even. Yeah, I see what you mean. They can be a nasty lot. Listen, I'm not going to tell anyone anything. Tell them I saw nothing, I heard nothing, and I know nothing. Like Sergeant Schultz from the Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing. He's a German officer at a POW camp. He didn't want to like report on Hogan. That's an old TV show. I heard nothing and I know nothing. I'm not about to stick my neck out just because some Trandoshans had a problem with some Meridians. Good, as long as you don't talk, you should be safe. Hey, thanks for the warning. I appreciate you helping me out like that. No problem. This is what that Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's Heroes sounds like.
What is he doing in the uniform, Colonel Hogan?
It's all from the Panzer Division.
It's not here. I did not even get up this morning. Nothing. I was not here. I did not even get...
He was like, say like I know nothing. in a funny way. There's better clips out there, I'm sure, than that one. You can still watch Hogan's Heroes like in a lot of these old TV shows. There's free apps to download and watch them. Or if you have a cable TV package, I'm sure it's available there too. I like watching the old stuff, even though it wasn't during my generation, far removed from it. There's a lot of good old shows, like black and white shows, that are they're still funny today. I mean, if a show is still amusing and still funny, like several decades later, it's a classic for sure. If it's still interesting or still amusing or still funny. There's some shows and movies that just aren't as worth it, like trying to watch it like decades later. Did your little conversation with the bartender go well? Let's just say he isn't going to talk to anyone. Yes. Oh, that was scary. He's showing his teeth while he's doing that. Yes, now I can finally relax. You have done well in helping me. I won't forget the lessons I have learned from the experience. As promised, here is a reward. I think I will go to the cantina and celebrate with a few of those blessed gut crunchers. Well, your sore stomach. Something tells me there'll be a line waiting in the outhouse or something for him to get done after he drinks those. Wouldn't want to drink something called a gut cruncher. Might have worms or something in it. Or make you do all sorts of things, biologically speaking. I guess I could help out the Admiral Krieg one more time. That's where I'll stop it. I gotta go to the Kkowir Forest. I might have to take some time off, like for the live streams, to level up my character in game to get him to a higher level. I think he needs to be like level 80-ish, like the low 80s, to do some of the content on the Ryatt trail and in that those caverns in the Kkowir Forest. At least the low 80s, but preferably closer to 90. So I might just have to grind up my character some. I'd have to go from level 72 to level 80 at least, maybe level 82, 84. Gotta go 2 more levels before I can access my new weapons. I got a new rocket launcher. And a particle beam cannon. I gotta go to level 78 for the lightning beam cannon. I kind of want to get these Kkowir Forest quests done before the Halloween holiday. That's not what it's called. It's called something else. I can't remember the name right now, but they have an in-game event for players closer to October, and it takes place in this forest. And I just want to, because I'm recording a walkthrough, and I want things to be naturally as they appeared during the original game, or as close to it. So I want to go ahead and get that done, the Kkowir Forest part of this, before they put that in-game event in. Just got a system message. It says, as the galactic civil war wages on, the mighty Empire has recently been on Endor, where they encountered the Gorax and believed they could use those beasts as part of their war machine. The entire family of them was captured to bring to a training camp, but the Gorax broke free from their chains and crashed the ship behind the Nashal starport. A call to help contain them has gone out. Meet at Talus in 15 minutes. Hopefully it's not too late to save whoever is around there. Oh, I might go check that out. Probably too low level for it. Depends on how fast I can get there and get back. Sounds like an in-game event. I don't need the map, I can see where I'm going. Gotta fight some more rebels. Some of the foliage or something clickable around here was blocking my shots, like where I couldn't fire. Hopefully I can make it in time. I think there was an old Star Wars movie with like a children's adventure that had a Gorax in it. I think there was like a kid or something that got abandoned on Endor. Or maybe their ship crash landed or something. It's kind of a cute adventure, like a live action. But no one hardly ever talks about that movie, like it doesn't exist. I used to have a copy of it at either DVD or VHS, I'm not sure. I don't own any VHSs anymore. Well, except for one actually. I just kept it for nostalgia, but all the rest of them gone. I still have one VHS player. I think it said to go to Nashal on Talus. I'm gonna check out the Gorax. looks like I made it in time. Not that I can contribute much here as a level 72. It said meet or behind the starport. Well, the shuttle crash is over this way. That was carrying the Gorax. So the young Gorax were spotted. Here's the pets, Adam Sandler on the head. Somebody named their pet Adam Sandler. Oh, so that's Adam Sandler, okay. It's funny. Adam Sandler is an actor, in case you didn't know. Like a comedian of sorts. Although actually I like Jim Carrey movies better. His humor is funnier to me. Well, I thought this would be faster to invent, but things are kind of going slow. think really there's only like a few Adam Sandler movies that I like. Some of them, like the comedy, is just like not very good. In terms of content. I like the first Happy Gilmore movie better than the second one. I just watched the second one recently for Adam Sandler. Well, that went down fast. I think these are just supposed to just be like the baby Goraxes before we get to the big one. Still, they're spawning really slow. Bit of a slideshow. Lots of particles, I mean. Because the Gorax were running for the mountains, quick stop them. Can't really see a lot with all those particle effects. There, turn down the particle effects, at least now I can see what's going on better for the stream. Try and turn off the player names, because that would help too. Here comes the matriarch and her daughter as well. Look at her. Oh, she's huge. A lot of my grip has been wiped out by this thing. Gorax. Just taking a look at the other players. Some of them are just dancing. that's it. It's the end of the player event. Token of gratification. You can use it to purchase rewards from the Legend event vendor. You may store this token in a box of achievements and make purchases at a later time. This item can be exchanged with Kiyopos at the Verini Island Salon on Corellia. Yeah, I've been there before, like off stream. I don't have a box of achievements or the token box yet. I have to go to, have to be a certain level, and then you can go to the Corellia, like the heroic village on Dathomir. It won't even let me enter because there's like a fog that won't let lower level players through. So it's not something I can do right now. I'll just have to store the token in my backpack or in my bank. Well, thanks for watching. May the Force be with you, always.